Yo, people, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just seem really quiet.
Until he said, all right, let's go. I was
There you
like,
go.
my
Okay.
stomach just started being like, all right, Cuddy, you're ready.
Hey, yo. That's good. Quit messing with it.
You tell me where.
Bro, the camera's rolling. Can we stop playing around, please?
No.
So, welcome to FunkShopTV. This is the next webisode as far as I'm concerned. It's our live podcast as far as Rainee's concerned. We're still battling over what we're going to call the show, but for now, it's just in your face. So, right now, I've got my dude, Kris England. I almost say Kris England and MIG, but is that MIG thing, is that still going?
Kris England of MIG, just because the MIG brand was, we established it so well that to say anything else doesn't even feel right.
Okay, so that is still...
Yeah, and Jeremy's still
you're still
doing his
representative of MIG, and you guys are still doing your music together?
Yeah, Jeremy's still doing his thing. I just don't know if... we're going to have another MIG. We'll probably have features in and out, but I don't know if there's actually going to be another MIG CD to come out.
Okay. Well, this is Kris England, man. He's been a local artist and been able to get away from being so local. He's done a lot of big things in different areas. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but thanks for being on the show.
Yeah,
of course, we got Rainee. Rainee's always here, the producer, the sound guy, the tech.
What's up?
So, like, if our words don't match up with what the video is going on, like our words don't match the lip reading on the video, that's our producer's fault.
Oh, fuck my life.
Hey, we're keeping this episode
I'm
clean.
Sorry.
This honestly, this might be one of the toughest episodes that we've done because we don't hold back. Okay. But I told Shawn before we started, like, we're gonna try not to curse on this webisode because we want it to be a representation of our guest.
Yeah.
But it's also a good opportunity for us to have something different in contrast to what we usually do. It's not just a bunch of knuckleheads. We're gonna get serious. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna get right into it. Shout out before we get into it. I guess we have to shout out our sponsors and the people who got our back. Sausage Shack, that food cart down in the food court area. Where's it at? Down by the convention center.
Yeah, Southeast MLK, Junior Boulevard, and Washington.
Go down there and get yourself some bacon wrapped chicken wings.
They got that?
Oh, bro.
I don't need that.
They got that. Yeah, I'm trying to.
I don't need that, buddy.
I used to be the guy that would go down there and eat every single day, and I'd always post on Facebook, "Hey, I'm going to Sausage Shack. Who's coming with me?" Because I don't like to go anywhere and eat by myself because it makes me feel even fatter. But I've been trying to stay away from there. It's hard. It is hard because they got good food. Shouts out to Sea Hag out in Ilwaco, Washington. We're going to be out there doing a Funkshop party, foam party, 21 and over, June 7th, Sea Hag in Ilwaco. And a big shout out to Helium Hookah Lounge. It's kind of an after-hour spot. You can go in there and get a hookah and just chill, relax. They got DJs in there sometimes. Open till 2 a.m. every night except Sunday. And Friday and Saturday open till 4, correct?
Correct.
All right, we got that out of the way. Mr. Kris England.
What's up?
Again, thanks for being here, man. Tell us more in depth about who you are for anybody that's watching that's never seen your face before.
Okay. I had a group for a long time, MIG. We did indie rock, hip hop mix. You can still look that up. We did our thing, man. We did our thing. We did a couple shows with Too Short. We did YG twice. We were supposed to do Rick Ross, but that didn't end up happening like we wanted to. But yeah, we were blessed and able to do a whole bunch of different types of videos, and we established ourselves pretty well out here, And like I said, it was a big thing. It was a good thing for me. But as I got older and started maturing to something different, it took a turn, man. But it doesn't mean MIG is broken up because I was just with Jeremy just a couple minutes ago. We still talk. Like, he's still getting ready to do his project. He got really deep into business and working with Google and all types of stuff. So we ended up going our own separate ways, but that's kind of what happens. But we still come together to work on music and things of that nature. We still share a studio. Okay,
and I know you were repping free agents for a while, and you still got some ties with people around here in the industry.
Oh yeah, man, I'm super cool with Black and stuff. I talk to Black Shawn all the time. Like, we talk on a regular basis. It's a cool dude. Like I said, there's certain people that kind of leave an impression on you. I say that Black was one of those people. As far as making the transition, it was kind of a hard situation, but you have support from you, you know, and even on my secular music, he supported me for whatever I wanted to do, and I just appreciate him for that.
Word. Respect, Black. Got a couple questions. Before I get into questions, is there anything you got coming up you want to talk about?
Man, I mean, right now, this is the thing. Like, when people do music on a secular level, at least out here, it has to do with, like, you know, open up for this person or doing this show or doing that, and that's all cool and that's all gravy. But when you step over to the gospel realm, it's on a totally different. It's a lot more organic. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm gonna go do a lot of appearances. You know, it's changed, so now we're doing sermons. You know, but I have 10 times more listeners. I have 10 times more people paying attention and you know, trying to follow my lead. I just started a ministry, Vocations in Christ, for my church, St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church in North Portland. I mean, I'm blessed, man. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, but like I said, those things are what's going on with me. It's just a different platform, you know.
Cool.
I got a lot of support really quick.
Cool. I used to do a lot of stuff with Exile.
Okay.
He was a Christian rapper.
I
He was
wanna
actually
know
really big
who some
around
of these
here.
more gospel rappers are. I hear about
He's
them.
talented, man.
Okay.
I did a few mixtapes for him. Did a few live shows. I always had a good time. Like,
Yeah.
The coolest thing about it is you don't have the negativity that you have at a regular secular show.
Yeah,
Like,
not at all.
you don't have the hate. You don't have people gang banging. You don't have you don't have to worry about watching your back.
Yeah.
So it's a comfortable feeling. Was it hard to transition from doing secular stuff to gospel? And what made you decide to change direction in the first place?
Man, I got a phone call, and it was to review our album, and I was talking to some bigger heads, you know, some of the big people. Like I worked for about 6 or 7 months on this album, and it was gonna get reviewed by, you know, some bigger people, and I spent some money on a publicist, and they're sitting there and they're going through the track, and he sends me a text message and he asks me, "Hey, are you gonna go secular or are you gonna go gospel?" And I had already talked to people
Because
about
of something that
gospel.
he heard on a track?
He asked me if I was gonna go secular or gospel, and I
So
said,
you guys had already talked about it.
yeah, and I told him, man, I'm gonna go gospel. I'm not gonna, and that was a big deal. That was that moment, you know, like they say, as a Christian, you're gonna get moments where you have to either be on the side for the Lord or you have to be on the side, you know, for secular.
Right.
And it's sometimes it's a tough thing for people, but it was one of those times, you know, I just had to stand up, and I had to like stand up and believe what I believe and stand up for it, and that was really that position. So. I mean, I don't know. It was tough. I didn't know if people were gonna respond. That's the crazy part. I didn't know the fans were gonna like follow it and like it and care. But then when I announced it, it was like I had new ads and I had 10 times more likes and I had 10 times more support. I mean, preachers from Seattle, from all over. And if the whole reason for me changing, I would say I had a reason. Like my brother listened to my album. He didn't really like the CD. He liked Don't Tell Me. Don't Tell Me did so big. If you didn't hear Don't Tell Me, you can find it on YouTube by MIG. Don't Tell Me featuring Jay Lava.
Is that the one you have the video of?
That's the one with my daughter.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna put that up on FunkShopTV tomorrow.
Yeah,
so.
it was a big video for us. You know, the numbers didn't hit as big as we thought it was gonna hit, but I got responses from people in like Australia. I mean, really, I got it in Australia. Somebody wrote me from Australia, man. Yeah, and the BET people, the publicists, hit us up and was like, "Yeah, we want this song, we love it," and they did an article on their page for it, and I saved it. I got a picture of it. It was fun.
Wow.
Like that was one of my cardinal moments in my career.
Nice.
But sitting back and talking to my brother, my older brother, who was originally, if you look at the first MIG video, The Experiment, he features on that first song, The Experiment.
Okay.
God's Gift, if you check it. But he featured on it, and he was a big influence on me through my music. So I always take him seriously when he tells me or critiques my music. So I'm listening to him, and I'm going through the track, and I realized, man, I got so many people that think I'm so cool. You know what I mean? Like these people, these kids are writing me, bro. Like Like, I'm so much cooler than I am. They don't realize that I still struggle with real life stuff.
Yeah, but now you're an inspiration that people are looking up to in a different way. You know,
I just had to ask myself, if these kids think I'm so cool, am I gonna tell them to go, hustle and get money, grind? Like, am I gonna just spit a whole bunch of self-destructive stuff to you? And was I raised better than that? And that's when I just was like, all right, well, I got to just put first the kingdom and let everything else fall into place. And that was that moment. And I did it. And my response was huge. Like, my publicist, I thought he was going to shake, I thought that lady, the big one, who was reviewing my CD, I thought she was going to shake. They're ready for me to put out a gospel album.
Good.
So, I mean, I'm blessed, man. It's tough to write gospel raps. I won't lie. Like, it's
to find new material.
Yeah, like, every verse matters.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. A lot of people don't know. Like, in my younger years, I was on a youth staff at a Baptist church here in town.
Okay.
And I was put in a position where it was kind of you're gonna be a DJ and play secular music, or you're gonna not play secular music and play only gospel music. Mm-hmm. And at that time, it was hard. It was one of the hardest decisions that I've ever had to make. But at that time, I was thinking, I'm pretty strong morally. Mm-hmm. Like, some hard cats, and we know some hard cats together. And a lot of those guys look at me like I'm a square because I don't do all the hustle, and I don't do all the grind and all the dirt that other people do. And it's because I'm morally sound. Like, I'm strong enough morally. When I was faced with that decision years ago, I decided I would rather be a light in a dark world than a candle under the sun. Mm-hmm. And to me, like, I can still be me, and still display my talent for people, regardless of what their spiritual connection is. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I can still kind of be a witness and be hope, because a lot of people do look up to me because I try to be positive all the time. I can't stand negativity. I don't like drama. In my perfect world, everybody get along and hug each other and just listen to music and have a good time. So, kind of know what you went through in that, and you're not alone, bro. I know it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
It's one of those moments where you like, bro. How long I've been doing music. I remember I was pestering him to get on the Bubba Sparks when Bubba Sparks dropped out Miss New Booty.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's performing here, and I was trying to get a hold of somebody, and they were like, you got to get a hold of Biggz. And I'm like, who's Biggz? Tune in, everybody out there. Stuff ain't given to you for free. Don't think that we just got here playing around. I just had to say that because this is just a revert. He told me no. Never heard your stuff before.
I don't even remember that.
But I do. I'm telling you, it was one of those moments where I was like, okay, well, can I be mad at dude, or go back and work tougher and work harder? But it was one of those situations where you just had to earn it, and you had to put yourself in that position. And we just got there. So
right.
But even thinking about that, just doing music for so long, and then possibly throwing it all away.
Right.
That was just a big deal for me at that moment. I was like, they're either gonna hate this or they're gonna love it.
Yeah, back then I didn't know you were, but I'm so used to people doing that.
Yeah,
like we have an artist coming to town, and literally there's 30 or 40 people from the Portland area, Seattle area, Salem area that are all flooding my inbox. Or they'll get a hold of somebody they know and get my phone number and call me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, can I open for this cat and open for this? And I'm tired of it. Mm-hmm. Like, I got to the point where unless you're doing something to support my career, I don't owe you anything. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put the people on who have been there riding with me. And now, like, we've done shows over the last 2 years.
Few time, man.
And there's not a lot of, like, I've done a lot of the lyrics thing when we were running the lyrics thing.
Lyric was great for a lot of these artists to start, man. Honestly, there's a certain group of individuals who probably wouldn't be able to stand up and have any type of following right now had that not happened.
I agree. But there's a lot of cats that we put on the lyrics either to fill a spot or because they bug Nick over and over and over, and finally Nick's like, okay, I'm going to give you a shot. But I play their tracks and walk away. But every time that you were up there, I've tried to find places I could scratch and make it more live because as far as I'm concerned, now we're on the same squad. So if if you call me up and say, hey, I want a mixtape done, obviously it's gonna get done with more enthusiasm than just some random cat that shoots me some songs.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I don't know what the future holds right now. I just know, I got ministry stuff going on. This is crazy, a ministry, right? Like 7-8 months ago, I could never seen it. But yeah, I'm actually running the ministry. You know, a lot of rappers, a lot of people from Portland or from Vancouver, you know, claim to be tough and claim to be hard and from the hood. I'm really from North Portland. That's really where I go to church and attend. And I was just getting sick of sitting around seeing people rap these songs. Oh, I'm going to do it for the hood, or I'm going to carry this, or I'm going to carry that. Nah, man, I'm actually going to take my own time, and I'm going to take my own time to make a ministry to try to drive these kids to something positive. Because for once, I'm actually in this neighborhood. I'm actually seeing how the influences around them is self-destructing. And I had to do something, and it was more than just writing good songs. Like, I had these people supporting me, you know. I went and did this gospel stuff, bro. One time I went and did a gospel record. I had a song, The Experiment, which was okay for me to do in a gospel setting. If you go back through some of my first or some of my other songs, you can see parts where I seek in little verses about Christ and how he's delivered me in my testimony throughout certain songs. And I was able to perform that song a few times, but the way that these kids reacted to me at these churches, man, for years, and I just never paid any mind. It was just crazy how they received me. They just thought we were so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I told the dude the other day, I did a show with YG, and, you know, they're just, oh my gosh, are you serious? Where can I sign up? Where's the test? You know what I mean? I was like, wow, like, you know.
See, and I think it's sad that a lot of those big time rappers that are in everyday media, these kids actually, like, if you say I was on stage with YG, these kids get excited over it. These rappers don't understand just how influential they're being on 10, 12, 14-year-olds. And what is it doing to their future? They listen to those lyrics and they feel like that's the kind of lifestyle I need to mimic. If I want to be cool like him, I gotta walk in his shoes. I don't think they understand the impact that they're having on the youth.
I mean, a lot of people don't. And, you know, another thing is just a big thing is a lot of these people don't have male influences. You know, there's literally no male influences. You got all these people writing these songs about, man, I love the hood and I do it for the, but like, nah, bro, I'm really from the North. I really shake hands. I really rub shoulders with everybody. They all know me, first, last name. They know my dad. They know exactly where I'm from. You see what I'm saying? They know my grandma. They know my cousins.
Right.
I'm already got that. And I came back to those same people and said, yo, I'm going gospel. They was like, all right, well, I'll still show up to the church and support. So I was like, man, I was just cool how they received it. But, you know, these kids don't got nobody to look up to. You know what I mean? There's just nobody to like.
Church is a big deal in the hood.
It is,
like,
man. But no, I mean, no.
A lot of people don't realize that.
It's
like,
not,
the hood is.
But it is. I mean, it should be a big deal because there's other places like Atlanta.
Some of the biggest gangsters in the country, their pants are under their ass when they're going to Sloss and Swap Meet, but they're still gonna wear a suit and their gaiters to church on Sunday.
I mean,
it's a ritual. You know, God is not. It's not like His presence isn't there.
Yeah, man. He's just been very big on me, bro. Like, I just have this thing to say, like, what I'm about ready to do next, what I've been blessed. I'm going to say I need to stop this I and this me. A lot of people, in secular music, if you go listen, and this is a test for anybody listening, go listen to any record, man, and listen to the person rap, or even listen to yourself, because this is what I did that really killed me. Go listen to any 16, man, and see how many times the person says I and me.
Right.
Satan refers to himself as I. He likes to make it to where we feel ourselves, to where we feel like we're so self-righteous all the time. And I went and listened to my own lyrics, and I'm this, and I this, and I that, even though I struggle in the same sense. You see what I'm saying? We create ourselves to be so big.
Shawn, it's good to hear from you, man.
All have,
all right.
Realistically, we all have our own sins that we deal with, and that's what this album is about. But
good.
It's going to be a big situation. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm going to do something I'm blessed to be able to do something very big. The relationships I was able to make doing secular music, Biggz, the support system is there, and I'm just blessed to have that. Because honestly, I thought I was gonna build this gospel thing on my own. There's nobody else doing this right now, and I thought I was gonna have to build it on my own. And I just appreciate the support, like truthfully.
Well, you know, like we'll have a different understanding of this, but when you're doing something the right way, the pieces fall into place the way they're supposed to.
Oh yeah, amen to that. Yeah, for real. Like that's.
A lot of people probably think I'm crazy. They're like, "What? He's not gospel. What does he know?" But yeah, I did my study and I grew up around it, so I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, cool, bro.
Shawn, man, it's good. It's good to hear your voice interject. I almost forgot you were here.
I know, right?
I know you guys were
I was paying
wilding.
attention.
You guys were wilding, man. I know you guys are used to wilding and stuff. That's
Oh
what's
yeah,
up.
when it comes to gospel stuff, he's like he doesn't really understand like.
No, I grew up going to church. Probably I went to church from about 5 years old all the way to
What?
I don't know,
Where'd you go to
14.
church at?
I was in California. It wasn't up here. It was just like a non-denominational.
Because you know, if you go to Church's Chicken on Sunday, every Sunday, that doesn't count as church.
Right? No.
Okay.
That's wrong.
I'm just checking, bro.
No.
Okay.
They got rid of that church on 4th Plain, by the way. That church is
That
chicken. That
church
was
is-
cracking, though. I like
Well,
it.
Bro, that
only
was the
there once.
worst churches I'd ever eaten.
You
in
didn't
my
like
life.
the corn nuggets?
Woodland, bro,
The
what-
sweet corn inside?
I've been to churches
Those
all
were
over,
cracking,
you know,
though.
California, and when they put one out in Woodland years ago, I used to drive all the way out there just to have Church's Chicken. No lie. When they put that one in Orchards, I went there one time and I never went back. It was the worst Church's Chicken
I
I've
bought
ever
like
ate at.
$50 worth of it. And I bought it for my whole family, and we just all sat there,
I can't.
and we ate it, like, all of it. It was my friend. He just got out of jail.
And we were like, come on, we go to churches. He was like, what?
I was not the least bit surprised when they closed, bro. The least bit.
I mean, it wasn't that popular. Popeyes is doing good. They're ready to open up another Popeyes.
Right down the road, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be something.
Right
My
down-
dad was like, "Oh my gosh."
Just in time for my
Sorry about
diet to
that.
kick in. You know, my birthday's coming up, so I'm trying to change some things about my habits and change the way I eat. I'm changing,
Yeah.
and now they want to open a Popeyes a few blocks away from my house,
it's
dude.
that
That's
temptation.
just the worst.
It's hard.
It's the worst. What do you think about artists who actually pay for like Twitter follows and likes on their Facebook fan page? Like you can pay a company that's gonna add 2,000. You could pay a certain price for 2,000 Twitter followers or 5,000 Twitter followers, or a platinum package. You get 10,000 Twitter followers plus 5,000 likes to your Facebook page. What do you think about artists that pay for stuff like that just to try to boost their own popularity?
I
Do you think it works?
worked with a dude who does optimization, Google optimization,
Okay.
and a lot of times when you have higher scales of likes, shares, or just traffic in general to your pages, you do pop up more.
Right now, this is where Shawn knows a lot about that.
I
We
work-
were talking about that with Quiz, and Quiz didn't quite understand what I was talking about. the other
Optimization
day, but-
does work. It is very effective. I have a couple people that optimize for me. Now, if you just buy a ridiculous amount, you're crazy. But yeah, I worked with a couple people that work for record labels too, and that's kind of what they do.
Yeah.
A lot of those
Right.
artists start off with 6,000 or 7,000, but then 100,000 is now going to see them, and after the exposure and after their whole tour, they're at 100, and you know what I mean. That 5,000 really doesn't matter anymore, but it's to show people that they're being liked and you're getting traffic.
Yeah.
Already, I understand it, but me truthfully, there's a bad downside to it though, because it messes up all your social networks to where they're uneven. You know what I mean? To where
Okay.
there's not enough real people involved, then you're messing up. That's why Google.
Yeah.
That's where the optimization
It
for
has to
Google has
evenly-
to occur.
Yeah,
you have to go through Google, just like Facebook, the promotion program that they have. Like you can get it all the way down to where it's almost like, I think it's like less than pennies if you promote over in like some of the countries and stuff.
Yeah, I do Facebook advertising.
Oh, the paid advertisement on the
advertising
right hand
works.
side man thing.
for my Fiverr ads. So like every day ads pop up on Facebook for
In a target audience.
targeted audience, people that are specifically.
I
looking
think
for certain
that's
things.
a little different than paying for fake followers on your Twitter though.
Well, like for example, on the Twitter followers, like I paid for some, but it was specifically for, some of them are going to be fake, a lot of them are going to be fake, but that's fine, because a lot of people that also follow those same fake profiles they're going to find you in one fashion or another. It isn't
Right.
necessarily direct advertising in a sense to them, but the larger your network is, the more people it reaches, whether it's direct or indirect.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, I can see that too.
What is your Twitter tweet?
What's my Twitter?
Yeah.
It's at music in general. It's actually pretty cracking. You want to know why? You really want to know
Like
why?
music spelled out MUSICINGENERAL.
But I have a friend who works at MTV. He did a thing. He did a song for us. We worked with MTV. That's what I'm saying. When we were doing secular, we were blessed, bro. I did the thing with the dude from Real World Portland.
Yeah, I remember that.
We did the BT.
I was supposed to give him DJ lessons when he was in town, but he never called me back.
I got his number. We can do an MTV day anytime. Maybe bring him in here. You know what I mean? He's a good friend. Still cool with us.
We're gonna have one of the Catfish members on next month.
Maybe this both times. That'd be a cool situation. Marlon
Yeah, it
is a
would.
really cool
yeah,
dude.
that'd be cool.
But he added me when he was at a super hype and tagged me in a picture, and it caused a bunch of traffic to a lot of my pages.
Yeah.
And
Word.
so did that. What's the girl's name? I forgot her name, but she's added us too. A lot of people because I met them all. They were all hanging out.
Yeah.
I invited everybody to come. That's what crazy.
I remember
part.
that. I remember that was downtown Vancouver, that soda shop.
Yeah,
I remember
Ryan,
that.
the dude who works over at Helium Lines and does the promotion, man, he did an amazing job. He brought
Yeah, it's
through a
Ryan
whole
Scott.
bunch of people.
Yeah.
Ryan Scott is really extremely good at what he does, man. I know he's kind of a lot for a lot of people to digest a lot of times, but
You heard that, Ryan.
But he's very, very good at what he
Calm
does.
down a little bit.
Nah, he's my homie. That's like he comes through, we talk, we hang out, barbecue. You know, is a good friend of mine. But you know, at the same time, a lot of people don't take him in the right way.
Nah,
But like I said, he's very good at what he does, and there's nobody better than
for
him
sure.
at it. I don't believe there's nobody better than him at it.
All right.
I'm just saying.
No, he's
I'm not trying
definitely.
to challenge anybody else.
I'm not going to discredit.
But
the
I
guy
don't know
at all.
anybody else with that type of traffic anywhere.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
enough.
like people like, oh yeah, if you want to get a Bubba, holler at Biggz. They don't understand that like me and Bubba have a personal relationship.
Yeah.
Like we've known each other for 14 years, and he mentions me on Twitter, and it's funny. Every single time he does, I get like 20 followers within a half hour of his tweet going out.
That's exactly how it goes too. It's crazy. That's wild.
What's your Twitter?
At the life of somebody,
That's long.
or no, just life of somebody. Sorry,
Not just
No,
life of somebody.
Because there's
Is
too,
it?
too
You're
many
gonna put it right
characters.
there.
Yeah, I'll put it down below.
Right there. I have to pretend like the ticker's here. We have a ticker on the show.
It's actually
if you've
over,
watched
over
it,
your
you know-
heads.
Yeah. What?
The ticker goes above your head.
No, but you put like the Helium logo down
Oh
here.
yeah. The logos and stuff go down below.
Almost right around there.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, you got the thing right there.
Yeah, it's got the yellow thing across the bottom.
That's cool. I forgot.
So like at DJ Biggz, right there. I don't know where he's gonna put it. Like
Yeah, our Twitters are actually just scroll through
DJ
through
BIGGZ.
the,
Follow me.
ticker
I
above.
like real followers, man. I would never pay for followers. I like real people.
I mean, that's
You
cool
don't
too.
really
It's
need
all
any
about
though,
how you're
'cause
trying to
have,
build your
you have
network.
so many real friends on Facebook, and I mean, I'm sure you have.
I'm not
fake
very
ones,
active
too.
on my Twitter though.
Yeah,
I need to get my Twitter game up.
Twitter is
I'm not very active either. I need to.
I've got a publicist now that like.
That's a good deal.
I don't know if you paid attention to what I used to post on Facebook and how I post now. Like I used to blast everybody, but I don't talk as much trash on Facebook anymore because my publicist is like, hey, stop it. You got too many people that are looking at you. And the biggest difference between now and 20 years ago, if you said something 20 years ago, people that heard it face to face because we didn't have social media. Now if you type something, it's all about the interpretation more than it is about the way you meant to say it. Like you could say I'm having a bad day, and if somebody reads I'm having a bad day on Facebook, they're gonna freak out saying Kris England wants to shoot himself because he's having a bad. You know, the interpretation of the message
I don't know. That's
is
crazy.
twisted.
I hate when people are mad at you in a text message because you don't know.
You don't right. You don't know. Like you cannot type with emotion. No matter
trying
what
to,
kind of
like,
LOLs or
as you talk.
you can't. It doesn't matter how many LOLs or little smiley faces or emoticons you put in there. You still can't type emotion. So interpretation of the message is going to be maybe 90% different than the way that you intended to deliver it.
I feel you.
You know, how many people throughout centuries and centuries have interpreted the Bible to be different, even though the translation could have been done by one person, but this person read it this way, and this person read it this way, and this person read it this way. And then we got Joseph Smith over here telling people they could have 19 wives if they moved to Utah.
I mean,
You know?
honestly, but the thing is, like, as far as if we're gonna get into that,
I don't want to get into that. But that's interpretation. Like interpretation is important. Now I have a publicist. It's like everything that you say can be interpreted a different way. So you always have to keep that conscious. It's hard because sometimes I just want to release. I just want to vent. But then I have to stop and think, well, what is this person, and this person? How are they going to read it?
a gospel rapper said something in this verse that can clear all this up. His name is Andy Mineo. He says, "Face your problems, don't Facebook them."
Right? No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Nah, but really, man, I understand where you're coming from. I don't know. I have problems doing it, but at the same time, like, I can't explain it. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to walk away from it, but people talk to you like they're 10 feet tall on Facebook, but then when they see you in person,
Interesting.
Yeah.
dude, it's not even like that, bro.
Everybody's a tough guy. They're like, oh yeah, see me then. And then when you see them, they're like, oh, that's not how I meant it.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm a pop
I
singer.
just troll them because it's funny.
I did pop music for so long, bro, but, you know, we still shake hands and rub shoulders.
Right. Who are some of your biggest influences?
My biggest influence, my dad,
Okay.
Jeff England. I have to say, man, just because every time I come to these little points throughout my career, throughout my life, man, a lot of things. And my mom gives me good information. My stepmom, of course, gives me amazing information. But the way that my dad kind of throws it at me and talks to me, and the way that both of them talk to me, my stepmom and my dad talk to me, as far as this transition going into gospel, they were able to follow everything up with the scripture. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
You know, they were able to. When you're going through a change in a process in your life, and you're letting things go that you normally don't do, and you're trying to walk that road. Like, I mean, I'm really trying to do this. I'm trying to take it serious like the Muslims. You know, the Muslims take it real serious. We're not eating pig. You know what I mean? Like,
so
I'm
like
trying to
you
take
got a
it
backpack
serious.
on. If I say something wrong, you're gonna like open
Nah,
up
I'm
your
not
shirt.
saying-
You got a
I'm
bunch
not
of
saying that.
C4 in your belt or something.
I'm just
bro?
saying, like, a Muslim would take it really, really serious. There's a lot of people who say they're Christians, but then go get on stage and rap about promiscuous, you know, all that. You can't do it. You know what I mean? But my parents taught me how to walk a straight. Like, they just understood how to receive me and tell me what lane to go on and how to walk that. And he was just there for me in a big way. And ever since then, I've been able to take on some of the traits that he has and be able to be more an impressionable person and make a better impression.
Okay.
Because beforehand, I had a bad temper, real bad temper.
No.
I don't, you know what I mean? I'm missing knuckles and hands. I done had my battle scars with many people. I was making pop music, tripping.
Bro, I've seen.
People
I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about it, but I was tripping, man.
I've had to get in front of you when you wanted to fight like 6 people. I'm like, stop it, bro. You're at a club that I'm representing. Now you're representing me. Knock it off.
I was tripping. I was always trying to fight big guys. And like I said, man, I don't want to be judged on what I used to do. It's about what we do from here on out. And I'll say, my dad, my stepmom, right now, huge influence on that because there's nobody else I can really look to on how to be a Christian.
Okay.
And,
fair enough.
But there is a lot of cool rappers, like gospel rappers, because I ain't dropped my CD out, and I want people to still be able to go find something to connect to as far as that goes. Go check out Bizzle, you know, go check out Andy Mineo, go check out Lecrae.
Yeah.
Those kind of rappers, man. I mean, it's powerful, bro. Here's the thing, like a challenge too. Can you freestyle without cussing? That's tough to do.
I know plenty of people that can, but I've seen gospel. I've been around gospel rappers for years.
It's a tough thing.
Like Gospel
to do.
Gangsters, Dawkins and Dawkins, DC Talk. They like.
I want to meet
these were
Brayley.
influences
You
I had
know
when
what
I was
Brayley
young.
is? I keep hearing about Brayley in the
You know,
Northwest.
I need to get you connected with Reckless because Reckless, like, when it comes to gospel, especially urban music, gospel circuit, he's connected. He's been on national tours with.
They're cool about that. See,
Yeah.
When
See,
you
and
switch to
Reckless
gospel,
is in. Like
They gotta-
his heart's in it, his mind's in it. He doesn't like playing secular music anymore.
I mean, I play it. I still listen to it. I'm not going to sit here and just say it's whack. I just don't want to, like, I don't know, bro.
He just doesn't like feeding that message to people.
Yeah, I got friends that are really caught up in
respect
that
that.
stuff, bro. You know, my best friend just got out of prison, and he was in there for a long time. a few years, and he just got out, and you know he's so turned up and so tripping, and it was just like it's just like a wake up. You know, people think I'm gonna change later. Oh, I'll change later when I get old. No, like we have to make the changes now.
Right.
Or later may never come.
Tomorrow might not be here.
These habits are real. People smoking cigarettes. When you go to these like stop smoking campaigns and stuff, they say you gotta stop now. You know, you can't stop later. You have to stop now before it makes a crazy, you know, effect on yourself for later. You see what I'm saying? I stopped smoking cigarettes. I don't really drink anymore. You know what I mean? I don't go to strip clubs. I don't do that stuff no more. That's just not me. I can't do it, and I feel better. I respect. I got married. You know what I mean? So yeah, ladies, stop sending me naked pictures and stuff, man. Nah, bro. You know I'm not gonna lie.
Sean, you wanna give them your emails so they have somebody else they can send it to? Sean will take them.
Snapchats and stuff like I keep those networks because I'm on a social network. I still want to be.
I don't even have Snapchat on my phone, bro. I don't want.
Snapchats is a cool thing. Like no, because I've had
too many of my dude friends. I'm not gonna put nobody on blast to say any names, but too many my dude friends be like, "Hey, isn't this so and so's girl?" And show it to me. I'm looking at her naked, bro. I'm not down for that. I don't want to see any of that. Yeah. You're like, oh, it's her. You got to look at it. You only got 10 seconds. I'm cool. I'm going to count to 15, then I'll look at your phone. Because I'm not trying to see my dude's girl naked. Yeah. And don't come at me asking, because if you think your girl's probably doing something like that, she is. If you suspect it, I don't know, man.
The Snapchat thing. But it's a big thing, though, because I've had a lot of people, even on my page,
so is Instagram.
Christian. I mean, Instagram, too, but I've talked about Christ on all these social networks, and I've had people hit me up and ask how to be saved or where to be saved, or you know, I could never, Jesus could never work in my lives. I've done too much bad.
Over Snapchat though?
Over Snapchat,
okay.
Over everything. So it's an outlet to a lot of people. And I want to offer that, you know.
To me, that's like witnessing with a Gideon outside of Club 205, and you know, it just doesn't seem like it's.
I have a lot
Snapchat to me is dirty, bro. I'll never have it on my phone.
I don't have girls and stuff on there like that all the time, but the ones that do, I just ask, man, you know, I'm a married man, happily. I got a baby on the way.
Congratulations, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got a baby on the way. You know what I mean? I'm very excited. I just living my life for Christ right now, and that's about it, man. I mean, I just don't want to have any parts to that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I know people say, oh, just delete the Facebook and delete this, but then I still need networks.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I block people because, like I said, a lot of women still try to talk to me like I'm single. It's not the issue. No, I am married.
Right. When you first started, when you realized that you really liked rap music, who were some of the cats that you were listening to? Like, who caught your attention and be like, I want to be a rapper? And what do you think of how rap has changed today versus then?
Man, you know, Tupac. Of course Tupac, bro. Of course Tupac. But then Pharrell made me want to make beats. And that's pretty much how I started making beats. But as far as rap changed from then to now, I feel like it's getting back on track.
Yeah?
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, bro, it's like WWF to me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like everybody creates themselves to be so cool.
Right.
So big. You're so tight. You got all this money. You got all these girls. But you live in a basement somewhere. You don't pay rent, or you pay a very low. I'm actually trying to finance.
You got a girl paying your rent. Where
I'm actually trying to finance a home. I own 3 cars. I'm 25. I don't have a GED. That's not cool. You know what I mean? That stuff's not cool.
Okay.
At first I was like, no diploma, no GED.
Well, if you need help buying a house, I'd refer you to Jordan Howard.
There's a few. I mean, I'm just saying, I would like to get myself in that position.
Yeah.
Waking up in the morning and trying to convince you guys I'm cool. A lot of these records, go listen to the song, your favorite songs, your favorite artists you like, and really listen. When I talk to somebody, some of my partners, like, I got hitters. If I go listen to them talk to me, they're not trying to convince me in the middle of their talking. If I go listen to a lot of these rap records out here, y'all are trying to convince me.
Right.
For what? I'm not trying to convince you. I told you, go to the north. Ask about me. They'll be like, oh, the dude with the white boy comes through. Oh, yeah, he's a homie. He's cool.
That fool's cool, yeah. They know my cousins more so, but, you know, I came out there, I did the video.
But yet, if you were doing dirt, like dirt, everybody know you.
I mean, I did a little bit of dirt here and there, but the crazy part is doing dirt is big out here in Vancouver. In Portland, it's like, well, this is what I do.
Right.
Until I get that job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Really. It's a different mindset. So, Portland, Vancouver, love you to death, even then, man. I'm not here to hate. I'm just here to do my thing. I want to put everybody, you know what I mean, in a good position. If it was up to me, I would. But, you know, a lot of these realizations won't come right away. It's going to come further down the line when you really get on stage with fools and you start really starting to analyze yourself, you know? The best thing I could say to any rap artist, though, to be successful, I'm not even successful like where we really want to be, but to even be where we're at, aspiring artists, you know, looking for outlets like lyrics and things like that.
Right.
Be true to yourself at all times. If you're not a thug, you're not a gangster, tell your story.
Right.
Because your story, being a stoner at school, may be 100 times more interesting than just hearing about somebody get shot all the time.
Right.
Or how you gangbang, or how you have this much money. Or how you're, you know what I mean? Like, really.
All that stuff's already been talked about.
I'm just saying,
over and over.
Those things would be, I would go buy that album. Maybe not about a stoner, because that's not my jiggy. But what about a businessman, you know? Why can't it be cool to be a businessman? Why does everybody have to rap?
Right.
You know, if I wasn't spending my time in the rap, I could be holding the camera. And if I was holding the camera, I'd probably make more money than a rapper. Because there's so many rappers trying to be all this big.
I mean, what if 2 Chainz came out with a song talking about how hard it was to maintain his 4.0 and get his high school diploma?
I mean, not even that. Like, I wrote a song for my...
No, seriously, though. I mean, there'd probably be kids be like, all right, I'm not dropping out because 2 Chainz got his diploma. I'm getting mine.
Exactly. But I wrote...
It happens. Like, these people
Jay-Z, these fools just keep talking about these things that are just unreachable and unrealistic. But I wrote a song. I'll spit it for you. I wrote a verse. It was about my homeboy that was in prison. But it was one of those situations where I was talking to my brother, and he said, come on, man, let's do a different concept. What about a friend who's just, you know, lost in the world and tripping? And this was like a long time ago I wrote this verse, but it was, you can see where there's gospel influences in it. So I'll spit it for you. But it was like, it's crazy growing up, you know. I had to change my life because that wasn't my road. I could let you follow, but you got to take your own. Yeah, and let your life unfold. My father wanted to see me be a better man, so I'ma follow God's path rather than the cheddar man. And that's just the way I'm living. I can't afford to visit my family from a prison. You know my pops got a lot of wisdom. He spits the same game to you, but homie, you should listen. Ain't you tired of hearing assume the position? Your mama calling up the phone tripping. You can't make bail, so you're sitting. I know you got a big plate. Just put some food back. Life ain't free like a food stamp. It's like you take a step forth and take 2 back. And even though you going through that, I got a news flash. You got to click a real G's that ain't new to that. And we really understand. You know what I mean? So it's content, bro.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring content to my records, man.
Good, because I'm tired of hearing the N-bomb, the B word, and how much money that you claim you got when I know you're broke. Because if I'm walking out of a club, and I've been a big name DJ in the Northwest for years. And if there's a rapper that comes up to me, hey, yo, you support local rap? Bro, I supported local rap since you were in diapers. What you got to say to me? Well, can you buy my CD? First of all, I'm not buying your CD. I respect the hustle, but you haven't given me any reason to put a dime in your pocket.
Exactly. But see, here's the thing, that they will be trying to sell a CD and they didn't even spend enough money to put the CD in a good enough case.
Right. It's in a paper sleeve and it's written on with a Sharpie.
Which I'm not hating. Get your money. Do your thing. But
you got to give people a reason
to approach somebody that really is capable.
Supply and demand, man.
No, it's not even that. Go ahead, sell the paper CD to a fan or somebody else. You know, that you just want to get your music out. Hand it to them, give them the music. Sometimes you got to take a loss and pay for the music and give it out free. But when you approach a DJ or somebody in actual position, make sure it's wrapped correctly. Make sure you spend enough time to get the disc done. Make sure it's mixed and mastered.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's a big, but that's why we got in this position. And, you know, that's why we're able to be, you know, that's why we're blessed, man. Like, I was blessed, man. A lot of people like Jay Lava. You know, Jay Lava, I did this record with Don't Tell Me, but when I was first starting making music, Jay Lava reached out to me, so I kind of got accepted instantaneously from everybody because Jay Lava was already, Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot was hot, man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell the truth, I never told the story. So I went to do This Is Why I'm Hot in Eugene, and I choked on stage. It was my first performance.
Shut up.
I choked.
At the Wow Hall?
I just didn't know I was doing it, and I messed up. But Jay Lava was there for me. He put me on the song. And, you know, the next opportunity came across. He was still there for me, still supported me. But he was there. He put me on that show. And I did choke. You know, sometimes guys are bigger than, you know, your food.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's too much to take in.
I've been on stage in front of 10,000 people and had been so shaky I couldn't even put the needle in the record the right way.
Exactly.
But then after you get through it a little bit, you play some grooves,
Nah, I
and then you
choked.
just forget that they're in front of you. You do what you do.
I choked first. The beat was playing. Somebody started rapping my song. Somebody got on stage and started freestyling over my beat. It was just out of control. Yeah, it was really unprofessional, out of control. But
Alright.
Lava gave me my first chance, man. You know, and I still in the Rip City, J Law and my brother. They made that happen for me. So I mean, I was blessed, and they received us the right way right away. But all I'm saying is, when people are telling you things and giving you tips about how to be around, you know, the older cats and the more established artists and the more established figures, take it seriously, because I did, and, you know, put me in a better position. Just knowing not to go up to the DJ and talking to Biggz, like I said earlier, talking to you like you owe me something.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I've got a room full of people that want to hear Cupid Shuffle. Give me 5 good reasons why I should play your track right now. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. If there's no demand, there's no need for a supply.
reasons.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Word. Well, I know you.
Here's 100 reasons to play my track.
I don't want to
Biggz.
hear your 100 reasons, man. Unless it's like a triple digit on a green piece of paper with Benjamin Franklin's face. That's the only 100 reasons I would ever want to pay attention to, because I don't care how much your mom likes it. I watch American Idol, and when those girls that can't sing or those dudes that can't sing come out of that room and they're just bawling, they're devastated because they thought that they killed it, but they really sounded like a dying cat that somebody kicked. And their mom is standing out there and they're like, "Oh, honey, I'm sure you did fabulous. Those judges don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about." Come on.
Yeah, if you
Quit gassing up these local rappers, yo. If they're not tight, quit telling them they are.
I'm not
Stop
even here to be
it.
negative, man. Keep pushing, keep doing your thing. I'm
No,
not telling you different.
I'm not telling anybody to stop doing music, but quit. I mean,
No, keep, because you never seen you guys seen the Daniel Mc, who's the dude who's singing that? You know the one, man, with the buck teeth, who's singing the songs. Hey, his songs.
I have no idea what you're talking
Daniel
about.
Mc, what's the dude's name?
Bro, when you figure it out, you're gonna have to tweet me later. We're running out of time. When you
Daniel
figure it out,
McNoyd or whatever.
it's right there. Okay, we're gonna figure out who it is.
Y'all know who
It's
I'm
right,
talking about.
right there. Is it gonna be up there or down there, Sean?
I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about, bro.
Bro,
Maybe in the
he
middle.
did A Woman's Worth by Maxwell, and it was horrible. Like, I'm not hating. That's
He
not
did it
what we do.
on American Idol.
No, he did it on YouTube, but it was like.
See,
But look, it's a sensation. It's vines everywhere. Like, it's just a big deal. Everybody's talking
yeah,
about it.
but everybody's talking about
But he
how
got
horrible
deal.
it was.
No, but he's getting booked almost like 5,000.
So was the guy that did 50 Tyson. You know
You
what I'm
see
talking
it?
about?
You got
My
the
name's
video
50
up.
Tyson. I'm 50 Tyson. Remember that dude? He got to
But he had
open up for 2
autism.
Chains,
But he had
bro.
autism.
I don't.
This kid
Okay.
doesn't have autism. He just
Oh,
sings weird.
I don't think it matters, bro.
But he's popular. But my point is this, man. You do whatever you're gonna do. If you're gonna sing and you're gonna rap a certain way, we might not catch on to it right away. I'm just saying, don't hate, because we don't know.
No,
You don't
and
know.
if your heart is in it and you have artistic ability and craft, don't stop.
But listen to when listen.
I'm
to
talking
people
to
like
I'm talking to the
Biggz.
people that call themselves rap fans and hip hop fans. Don't ever gas somebody up that's talking about gangbang and saying, "Oh, you're my favorite hip hop artist," just because you're there and they can get you into the club for free. You know how many cats jump on stage and they got 25 people jumping on stage with them in an entourage, and only a third of the people in the crowd know who they are. That's gassing. Quit gassing this.
I don't know. I haven't been
faking the funk, man.
I haven't been on the scene in a long time. Me and Jeremy was always by ourselves. And the crazy part was,
I was in the background once in a while.
I know, but pop music at shows for YG, pop music at shows for Too Short. You know what I mean? That was just, you got to understand how hard that was.
Nah, man. I thought it was perfect.
I'm just saying that's a hard thing to do.
No, I'm sure.
You know, we did it at the Roseland, and we didn't know how they were going to react. You know, luckily they liked it. But sometimes, that's all I'm saying, sometimes you got to just do what you know and listen to the people around you. I never just tell people they're wrong. And I take criticism from all over. This is my first interview. If I messed up, I take the criticism. I'm trying to get better at it. But, I mean, the project coming out.
Oh, this is only like our 5th interview. So it's not like we're...
Oh, I'm just learning.
We're not vets in this.
I'm learning.
There's no turntables in front of me. I feel uncomfortable still.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm trying to learn as I go. Trying to, you know what I mean? Learn as I go. But I'm going to have you Snapchat before I get out of here. So that way I can get people on this and know what's going on.
I don't...
Yeah, what's your Snapchat?
I'm letting them do it right now. All I need you to do is push that button. And I'm going to talk. I'm going to say Snapchat.
I don't know what Snapchat. I don't do that whole Snapchat.
Bro, but Snapchat, my Snapchat is cracking though.
Okay. No, I believe you. I believe you.
And I'm going to tell them, just hold the button in the center. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Snapchat, what up? Right here doing an interview with Biggz.
Yeah, yo. Snapchat.
Webisode. The next webisode. Check it out. Killing it.
FunkShopTV.
FunkShopTV. There we go. So we're going to send that out.
Yeah, we'll have links to all of your your Twitter, Snapchat, all of that stuff. I think we're gonna put a couple of your videos on Funk. Go to FunkShopTV.com, and we have a video page for artists that we actually have a connection with that we care about. So we'll get some of your videos up there.
I need it, but you know what? This new stuff is all it's all like Biggz. This whole project is just new. I just can't explain it enough. Like, we gotta come back and do another interview after the video comes out.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be something different, man. It's just gonna be something nobody's ready to really receive. I'm not gonna talk about too far, but it's gonna be something that nobody can really predict. And I'm just happy. I thank everybody that tunes in and checks out our stuff. Checks out my stuff, MIG, everything, man. It means a lot, but it means even more to me that you're switching, and Christ is the main focus on everything that we're doing right now, and we're going to continue pushing it. I'm going to continue making music for him. I'm going to continue putting myself second, and I'm going to make this thing real. And if I'm the first person that plays that well, to blaze that trail, that's how it's going to go.
Okay.
Well, you know, if there's any Christian rappers in the Northwest, please come out of the woodworks. Or if you're not in the woodworks, contact me.
You know, there are a few that we've had.
If they need
we used to have on lyric shows.
I need to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Not even just artists, man, but I would like to link, man. You know, people having questions about Christ, man, and you know where they can go to church. You know, things like that, man. Please reach out. That meant so much to me when they started reaching out and writing me, man, and just, you know, you talk about something and you say, you know, you make music and you hope that it reaches people. And you get somewhat of a response because they like your song, but when they're really reaching out for Christ through you, you know, that makes you feel a certain kind of way that, you know, not much. There's no other feeling like it, man. So, I mean, I just want to continue to encourage people to check out the pages. And if they can find Christ through that, please do use. I just ask, you know what I mean? Please continue to do that. And just know I'm not a superhero. I'm still trying to get it figured out. I'm not here to say that I'm sinless, you know, because I got a lot of way to go. But I'm just going to be the first person to try to take that step, regardless of what people say.
Word. Good. Well, man, I appreciate you coming out and being a part of the show. You know, we're still getting the ball rolling ourselves and working out some bugs and kinks, but I think we're onto a good thing.
Okay.
You know, and we just want people to realize that there's more to what we do as far as the entertainment industry than just push and play on a CD player. So.
Nah, man, you guys are definitely creating a good. I just appreciate it, man, because you guys are giving Portland. I mean, even the artists that we might not see eye to eye with all the time, you're giving everybody a lens, man. You know, from lyrics
to man, bringing out the Bay Area rappers, Nick Crafton, everybody, bro. Just creating a lens for Vancouver that just was never there. So nobody can come in here and actually say and claim it and say they've done it unless it's y'all. We just appreciate, on behalf of everybody else, we appreciate still being able to do that,
Well, no,
that was a huge lens, and nobody can sit here and act like it never happened.
There's so much work that goes on behind the scenes that people don't understand and realize, and it makes us want to be like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to make you look good?
Yeah, I just pray that people can continue to take this outlet and really make this something big. This could be bigger than lyrics, man. Maybe sometime you guys could broadcast at lyrics or something like that. Who knows? But I know that lyrics was definitely a staple in the 2 or 3 years what was it, 2 or 3 years?
We ran it for about 2.5.
Because Peppers, because when Peppers, who came to Peppers that was big? I forgot. Turf Talk? Didn't Turf Talk come to Peppers?
Where was Peppers?
Remember Peppers on Mill Plain?
Lindo's,
whatever, same thing.
Yeah.
No, because I did Peppers downtown Vancouver. I was thinking.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
Lindo's.
Okay. Yeah, Lindo's.
Bringing Turf Talk to Lindo's, those type of things, man.
Yeah, AP9.
That's what I'm saying. Those are big lenses for people, and I just hope that this right here can take off like that did. Because that's going to help a lot of artists.
No, we definitely are. We want to give some people something to laugh at.
But give everybody a shot, man. That's all I say. We never know what people are going to do.
No, that's true. And we're really open. Like, our schedule is pretty full for the next, as far as guests on the show. We're going to have a different guest for every episode. We do 2 a week. Our schedule is pretty full for like the next month and a half, 2 months already. And we're only on the 5th episode. So man, people want to sit in and talk. So it's fun.
It's cool, man. This is definitely a new experience. I just appreciate being able to do it.
I'm glad you're here. Shawn, you got anything you want to add before we close out?
Not really. I'm just enjoying.
I want a word count, bro. Like
5 words.
I want every time you say something, S right here, right up here in the corner, SWC for Shawn's word count. So every time you say a word, the number just rolls up. Yeah, we'll see.
It's pretty low this time.
Yeah, it's real though. Yeah,
it's all right.
Well, Kris, thanks for coming, man. Thanks for being a part of this. Kris England, all the links will be up. You'll be able to see him either up here or down there. I don't know where Shawn's going to put him.
I don't know if I got any links yet, but...
Happy Friday, people. It's Friday by the time you see this, so happy Friday. Have a good weekend.
Friday.
Got to give a shout-out to Q. May 3rd, we're introducing a new Funkshop DJ Metaphor. He's a monster on turntables. May 15th is my birthday party. It's the day of my birthday. It's a Thursday, but I'm doing a party on May 17th for the people that can't come out during the week that have to work in errands and go repossess people's furniture. Shout out to Sea Hag in Ilwaco. We got that party coming up June 7th.
That'll be dope. Isn't that a foam party?
Yeah, it's a foam party. It's gonna be a blast. I think we're gonna camp out up there.
Oh man.
Shout out to Helium. Shout out to Sausage Shack. If you want to get on as a sponsor, kick us down a few bucks and we'll push you and advertise you. So that's what it is. Are we out?
Well, we're out.
We're out.
All right then.
All right then.
Get on the floor.
you gave me mine. You showed me true love, yeah, right from the start. You may grow out my lap, but never out my heart. You gave me a confidence I never used to have. For you I'd give the world if I could grab. And I promise, yes, to give it all that I got. Even though it may be Pro Wings instead of Reeboks. In this world that's such a mess, I'll take my time so I can raise you the best. I love you, you give me a reason to grow up. People call it baggage, I call it 2 for 1. You complete me, I can't imagine not being your dad. To not see your worth, you'd have to be a blind man. You saw what I could be, you never call me Kris. I'm happy to be the first man you fell in love with. You saw what I could be, you never call me Kris. I'm happy to be the first man you fell in love with.
So don't tell me this love isn't easy, because I could leave it all as long as you came to. Well, so don't tell me that this feeling's fleeting, because I like who I am.
You ever just felt real love? No? This feeling that I feel, it's got me thinking about Jalen, Jordan, and Jaleel. The 3 J's, I love them all each day. All the same, can't nobody take that away. Hey, the reason that I grind, 3 different complexions, never question if they was mine. They say 3's a charm, and I knew they was in line. True love's hard to find, and I can see it in their eyes. You're blind if you're thinking of the wise. Those are my guys, and I'm the reflection of their lives. Bickering between me and your moms, y'all stay calm, cause we gon' be just fine. Now it's my job to turn y'all from boys to men. You make a mistake, it's okay, just don't do it again. And I'ma be with y'all until the end. I give my right hand to protect you just as long as I can.
So don't tell